Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Ryan Suckup of the Titans has this one teed up, and we are underway from Nissan Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. That kickoff return, 104 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Ready? Set, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. If you'll get this ball, fight.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. From 3 yards out. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Here we go. 180. 65.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here we go. 180. Here we go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. LaShawn Sims right there in coverage, and he knocks it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him. He gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
He rifles one that's intercepted. LaShawn Sims with the INT. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
That's good for the Titans. First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. 54. Look, squeeze. You better be ready.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Got him in. It's Brown. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 44 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point try now for Succop.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
14, 49ers 7.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Coleman. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and 2, Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Hey, dude.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go,
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5.
Check. Hey, alert.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They run with Breida. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's it, baby. We gon' work. Come on, set. 70.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
46-yard line.
Set, ready? Turn 2, sir. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Fire.
Throwing on second and 8. Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to haul that one in.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here we go, here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Garoppolo gives to Breida. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
13.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Garoppolo looks to throw. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Niners 17, Titans 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
Switch.
Take go.
Here's Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 9.
Derrick Henry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Cut.
80 weapons.
Big grip.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Now it's Tannehill. Sets up the screen to Lewis. Fights through and now a crease. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He's not going to get me.
SOS. Greystone, travel.
Tannehill on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans have once again taken the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point put through by Suckup, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
60 or.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Oh, it's complete to the former Niner, Delanie Walker. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Go! Gator.
Strip that ball. Check. Cross.
Roll out.
You go tight.
Ready.
Here's Tannehill. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll try to run for it. Lewis. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
So on fourth down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Suckup. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Suckup's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Niners take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. On second down, it's Coleman, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Nashville, it's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Hey, tighten down. 11.
On second and 9, Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. LaShawn Sims with the INT. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Got it. Come on, set. 10 Lobo.
Check. Watch 54. I'm coming after you.
A first down carry for Henry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Tannehill now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Tannehill on third down. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Garoppolo, he's going to give this to Breida on the draw. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They begin with Henry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Again, it's Henry. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. James now to return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here we go, here we go,
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Open man is born. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Here we go.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
12, fellas. Here we go. Go ahead.
Garoppolo again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Here we go.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.